fake ice, real grenades, and Betty White on episode 3 of The Pluribus. This is Gateways. Kurt Money here with the least surprising news ever. The newest episode of Pluribus, aka The Plurbs, is a banger.
The bed is made of ice?
Yes, isn't that charming?
I love this ice hotel open. Apparently these are a real thing. The extent of my ice hotel knowledge is what's in Die Another Day.
Palace of Ice. You must feel right at home.
And now this scene right here.
You're the most impossible best-selling author I know.
It was so great to see the girlfriend back in the picture here. We're flashing back like 6 years at this point. So this is great news for the GF, because that means that she's not, even though she's dead currently, we're not done seeing scenes with her. So that's pretty cool, because I love this actor here. She's great.
Kind of looks like a screensaver.
Oh yeah, stop.
I've seen haters online complain that Carol is too crabby. I don't agree with that. I mean, her crabbiness is a big part of her character. I mean, the slogan is about how unhappy she is. So it's not like episode 3, it's going to turn around and she's going to be hunky-dory, all right?
That's weirder than the gal from TGI Fridays. You doing this because she freaked me out?
That's an affirmative, Carol.
Please stop that.
Give it time, she's going to loosen up and stuff. I mean, she can't do a 180 3 episodes in.
Bye, Carol. Really, please let us know if there's...
I know that Pirate Lady is technically the enemy, but I do kind of wish she was nicer to her. Look, I know it doesn't matter in the long run, because she is us and we is us. But as we find out in this app, the Pod Peeps, they do not understand sarcasm.
A hand grenade.
Yes.
So if Carol is on the surface nice to Pirate Lady here, then the Hive Mind will be none the wiser to underneath where Carol's plotting her next move.
It's up to us now.
In the newest podcast episode that they dropped, they are calling the Pod Peeps, as I call them, they're referring to them as the others. Now, I thought this was just their shorthand in the script and on set, but now that it makes the description and it gets capitalized here, I guess that's their official title. But the others is taken. Okay, I actually like what Noel Murray suggested in his AV Club review of this episode. Let's call them the Joined. I'm pro the Joined. I'm going to keep saying Hive Mind or the Pod Peeps. I'm not going to say aliens anymore, because then people will love to say they're not aliens. And then people will love to tell me what's not Brazil. Got it.
Kid next door is a meatball.
Also, I log what I watch on Tracked, TV shows and movies, and for the last 3 episodes of the Plurbs here, it only lists 3 season regulars. Carol, Zosia, aka Pirate Lady, and Manousos, who I'm almost positive is the guy on the other end of the phone when Carol's swearing at him and stuff, when they're yelling at each other back and forth.
Chinga tu madre, Kebron!
I mean, even on episode 1, not even Helen is listed in season regular for that episode, so methinks this dude is going to play a huge part in the series moving forward, because he's the only person that we know of so far that is also pro-Carol and like pro-screw the Hive.
We've all seen this movie, and we know it does not end well.
And I'm going to throw a little theory out there for you. One, I was thinking, okay, Carol, you got to bone up in your Spanish. She knows a little bit, okay? Or, and this I think will make more sense timeline-wise, because you can't learn Spanish in a day or whatever. What if Manousos does speak English? He just pretends that he only speaks Spanish for the Pod Peeps. If he lives alone and has no close friends, the Hive Mind has no idea what he actually speaks, right? And if this episode has taught us anything, it's that the Pod people cannot recognize sarcasm, and they lack the ability to think critically about how certain information would be received. We see that time and time again, specifically now with the massager.
We think you're really gonna like what's in the box.
At first I was like, okay, this is BS, because if they've absorbed every brain in the world, how can they not learn to read a room? But I think in this show's world, just like with the sarcasm, those are 2 things that the Hive Mind, with all the book smarts in the world and all the mind smarts, that's something that they're missing. I think that might be their downfall ultimately on this show, is that they can't do those things. But it's just like how they can't kill anything and they can't make anybody feel bad on purpose. I feel like that's on the same level. Like, these are the rules of the show. That's their real Achilles heel. And I can't wait for Carol to exploit it, especially with all this grenade business.
Right, like you would give me a real hand grenade.
Carol, if we may.
Some extra podcast info. That was a real explosion, okay? They used like air cannons and styrofoam and balls of wood, and the actors were on set when it exploded. And also they're laying it on like soft rocks and stuff. Again, listen to the podcast, there's great stuff like that. But this misunderstanding about the grenade and whether or not Carol really wanted it, multiple scenes of hilarity. One from Pirate Lady.
We thought you were probably being sarcastic, but we didn't want to take the chance. Were you being sarcastic?
And then 2, the DHL guy at the end, okay?
Why would you want one?
To blow shit up?
Which leads to an even bigger laugh when Carol's like, if I asked for an atom bomb, you would bring it to me. He's like hesitant and stuff, but he's like, yeah, we would.
Ultimately, yes.
This is interesting, okay? Somewhere in here is going to lie the secret to Carol's success in defeating these bozos. And I think it could work because, check this out, if all else fails, she can ask for an atom bomb.
What about an atom bomb?
Blow up the world, just hit the reset button and hope normal people rise up from the ashes.
Okay.
It's a grim ending, I know, but a ton of stuff that I love has pulled that exact ending, and I friggin' loved it. 2 examples here. Now, I'm blurring the titles in case you haven't seen these movies, but they both do it, and especially this one, blew my mind when it ended the first time I saw it, which was on this date.
Good, honey.
Okay, now, last week I had some advice for the Hive Mind, for the joined, and that was stop with the specifics. Stop rolling out the dates of why they know things. I got a pro tip for him today, and that is, no matter how convenient or efficient it is, do not split up one sentence between 3 pod peeps because they're walking by Carol, okay?
All set, Carol. Call us if there's
Something you want that's not here, we'll get it.
Tit sweet.
Don't do this. This is not efficient. It's weird as hell, okay? 1 sentence per person. Last thing you notice from here on out, I'll be calling this thing the Pluribus. Because A, it's super fun. B, reminds me of the Burbs, okay? And C, it also takes place in a cul-de-sac. So, I think it fits on multiple levels. So anyway, another great episode of the Pluribus. Shout out to the Burbs. And God, I love these streets.